Are you considering a career in security forces? If so, this video is made just for you. If you're interested in joining the military, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell on the bottom so that you too can be successful before, during, and after your military career. If you're new to my channel, I'm John Cruz. I'm 27 years old and I've been serving in the United States Air Force for 8.5 years and will be applying to commission into the Air Force Reserve when I finish my enlistment at my 10-year mark. The goal of my channel is to help you be successful before, during, and after your military career. On my channel, I share my tips, tricks, and life experiences in the Air Force, and will also teach you how to start a business while in the military, how to get out of debt and improve your finances while in the military, and how to prepare for your transition out of the military and into the business world. Now that you know what my channel is about, let's get started. Official disclaimer: this channel is all about my personal experiences in the U.S. military and does not constitute or imply its endorsement, recommendation, or favoring by the Department of Defense or the U.S. Air Force. The views and opinions expressed herein do not necessarily state or reflect those of the Department of Defense or the U.S. Air Force. It does not intend to bring discredit upon the Department of Defense or the U.S. Air Force and is meant to help others become more informed on joining the military. So why did I choose security forces as a career? What do I love and dislike about this career field, and how has this career field blessed me as a person? These are the three main topics I'm going to cover in this video. I spent countless weeks researching what career fields I wanted to be a part of in the Air Force. What I knew is that I wanted a job that had action, camaraderie, and the opportunity to do all of the badass tactical stuff that I saw in the movies. With these aspirations in mind, I narrowed it down to battlefield airman careers and the alternative, security forces. Battlefield airman careers, now known as special warfare careers, are the elite special operators of the Air Force. These career fields consist of combat controllers, pararescue, special reconnaissance, and tactical air control party. All of these careers look so exciting and challenging, but very hard to get into and took years of training just to enter the career field. Looking back, I didn't have the mental strength, confidence, or think that I could make it into those career fields because 1, I fucking hate running, 2, can't swim for shit, and 3, I just believed that I didn't have what it took to make it through those pipelines. I had already sold myself short and lost the battle before I had even tried. Do I regret not trying? Of course. Looking back, I wish I had tried and failed instead of not even trying and felt this regret that I have now. But why am I sharing this with you, and what does this have to do with security forces? It's not for a pity party or for you to feel bad for me, but instead so that you know you need to come into the military with a strong mindset and the determination to never quit or to sell yourself short. You need to be 150% sure you know what you are getting yourself into and that you are ready for the challenges each career field will throw at you. Looking back at myself as a young kid at 18, I wanted to do what was easy and that didn't require a lot of work or preparation. I was lazy, I had no goals, and I always shot for the minimum standard. To my surprise, the military was about to flip my world upside down and turn me into a whole new person. My recruiter then showed me what security forces had to offer and got me hooked when I was shown the badass recruiting video of security forces members kicking down doors and doing SWAT-like training. I was told that security forces technical training was only 13 weeks and consisted of law enforcement, force protection, and pre-deployment training. The physical standards did not look too tough and there were no crazy requirements like drowning in water or jumping out of planes. That's when I decided I wanted to join security forces. When I got to security forces technical training, after completing basic military training, I honestly thought it was going to be a walk in the park because it did not look as rigorous as the special warfare training, but I soon found out that this was not going to be easy. By no way am I saying that security forces technical training is super difficult or on par with special warfare training, but just know you better be prepared to carry your heavy gear everywhere and be able to run long distances and be able to carry your own weight. Throughout Security Forces Tech School, we were challenged mentally and physically. From Monday to Friday, we had PT every morning around 0500 to 0600, then started our training for the day. From what I remember, training days typically ended around 1700 until you got to Camp Bullis, where you were training much longer and it felt a lot more exhausting. Some of the core training that were taught during Security Forces Tech School were law enforcement operations, which covered everything from use of force, weapons handling, combatives, arrests and apprehensions, the shoot or don't shoot simulator, and much more. We also learned the force protection side of the career field, which covered air-based defense, close quarters combat, tactics, techniques and procedures, and much more. The last part of the course consisted of pre-deployment training, in which you received more extensive training on weapons, ground combat skills, survival tactics, land navigation, and experienced life deployed in a mock-up environment. On the completion of Security Forces Tech School, you earned your badge, your beret, and the title of Defender. Security Forces Technical Training teaches you the bare basics of what this career field has to offer, so that way when you get to your first duty station, you will go through even more extensive training on what your actual duties will consist of at the unit you are assigned to. A lot of the training we go through in Security Forces can also transfer over to the civilian world and law enforcement, depending on your state and the organization's training requirements for new officers. So keep that in mind if you do end up returning to the civilian world after and want to continue a career in law enforcement. Be sure to see if your training you already received can supplement some of the training that you might have to complete as a new officer. Our career field has so much to offer, and there are so many specialties within Security Forces that you can train into, like K9, Combat Arms, Ravens, Dagger, CPEC, TRF, and much more. So be sure to do your research on what job specialties are available to you at your unit, because these specialties are not available at every base or unit. If any of these job specialties interest you, comment below which one you're interested in. What do I love about the Security Forces career field? I love the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and the mindset Security Forces instills in you to be able to run towards any threat and face any challenge thrown at you in life. I also love how this career field develops your confidence, leadership skills, management skills, and the ability to think quickly in stressful situations. So now that you know what I love about Security Forces, you might be wondering, what are the bad things about this career field? What I don't like about our career field, and I'm going to tread lightly here, are the long shifts that we work compared to other career fields. Compared to finance, for example, we work about a 12-hour shift, which actually turns into a 14-hour shift when you account for arming, guard mount, de-arming, or remounts if your flight gets in trouble. Whereas finance, they work a Monday to Friday job from 8 to 4:30 typically. I also don't like that your time off is not really protected and that you are constantly at work on your days off for training days, recalls, or other mandatory events. Lastly, I don't like how the mistake of one defender usually ends up becoming the mistake of the entire flight or unit. These are just a few things you should expect if you want to be a defender. Just understand that with every job, there are always going to be negative aspects that come with it. Of course, these problems are not universal, and you might not even experience these issues when you are in, but these are just a few negative aspects I experienced during my time in this career field. So what has my overall 8.5 years been like in Security Forces, and how has it changed me? This career field has made me much more confident, improved my mental strength, my resiliency, and my determination to excel in everything I do. I think we are one of the few career fields in the Air Force that truly stick out when it comes to customs and courtesies, discipline, and holding a higher standard. Now, I can't speak for every defender in the Air Force, but I do think that our career field holds a much higher standard compared to your average Joe that works at the finance office. And I'm not hating on finance. I love you all. Thank you for making sure I get paid on the 1st and 15th. This is because we are the first airmen you see when you are greeted at the gates. We are the first ones who come running in times of chaos. And we are the ones who keep the base safe and sound 24/7. This job might be boring at times when nothing happens, but those are the best days because you know you did your job well. So now that you know why I chose Security Forces, what I love and dislike about our career field, and how it has changed me as a person, do you think that you have what it takes to enter our career field? I hope that this video has helped shed some light on Security Forces and that you are now much more informed on our career field. If you want to learn more from my tips, tricks, and life experiences, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell on the bottom, so that you too can be successful before, during, and after the military. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know.